Kimili is also with us, youth policy analyst. It's so good to see you this morning.
Thank you very much.
Before we go on a break, what do you make of all this?
Well, first and foremost, let me correct that my name is Askon Kamili.
Kamili. Okay, thanks for that, Kamili.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's a very good morning.
Okay.
And, when we were coming here, I was told we were going to take stock of what has been of this year.
Yes.
And
we're still looking at the dailies.
And,
we'll come back to that.
I just wanted to make it clear that it was quite something, because we've had a really interesting year, and we need to really talk about it. But having said that, I think I have a contrary opinion to what my colleagues here are saying, because on the very outset, I was one of the supporters of BBI. Meaning, even then, I believed that we needed to relook into our constitution. Being that William Ruto had spoken negatively about that, or did not support that at that time, does not mean we changed our position. Right. My position still remains that our constitution has some gaps that I view, or that I think needs to be looked at. For instance, when we talk about the question of the two-third gender rule, I think it is a very urgent thing that needs to be looked at, needs to be sorted. You know, the fact that the president did not support a process that could have sorted this then does not mean if he initiates a process now that would solve it, then I should go against it. Right. So my position is, even as at today, our constitution needs to be looked at in several perspectives to ensure that we refine it accordingly to serve us. But also, having said that, I am pleased by the way President William Ruto is doing his things, because most of the issues or the proposals he's making today are things that he was very clear about even during his campaign. When we talk about the office of the official opposition leader, I remember at the Bomas, I think it was the Bomas 1 or Bomas 2 during the BBI, when he was given a chance to speak, he elaborated very clearly why there was need to keep the competition as it is, but also ensure that our democracy grows by giving a chance to our opposition to make or to take part in the building of this country constructively. I think just dismissing everybody to the periphery just for the fact that they lost an election does not help in building our economy, building our democracy. And I agree with him that really Raila Odinga or any other person who will be serving in the opposition then needs to be given a chance to take part constructively in the building of our democracy or even our economy.
All right. I think the question is
just
all right. Okay.
Okay.
Go,
I know Akili will want to throw in something, but that's still fair. Just to finish on this.
Okay.
You know, there are a lot of things that I think we need to learn from President William Ruto, at least for the 100 days that he's been in power. For me, I think he has tried so hard to ensure that what he promised in the campaigns are actually what he does in his term as a president in this country. When he talked about the CDF, while it is not very popular with the people, the courts having declared it unconstitutional to an extent, he has kept that really there is need to entrench CDF in our constitution. And there are a lot of reasons why I think I agree with him. We have seen CDF impact lives in the villages. We have seen CDF change lives. We've seen CDF keep people in school. While the constitution or the model in which it was fashioned does not really serve its purpose, we should look beyond that and get to see that what really does it do to our lives. Is the constitution meant to serve us, or we are supposed to serve the constitution? And finally, the good thing about how we have been operating in Kenya. You know, the moment Raila Odinga went to court in 2013 and 2017, our courts were able to come up with proper guidelines on how to conduct elections. And it is on that basis that we are at 2022, and there is very little to fight about, because everybody agrees that the election to an extent was done in the manner in which the courts had prescribed. Now, in the BBI process,
I wouldn't say everybody, but all right.
No, a good number of a good portion of the country believes that the Supreme Court was to an extent very fair in their verdict in 2022. Now, the Supreme Court equally had a view, and throughout the courts, on how a constitution should be reviewed, or how the constitution should be changed, or any modification in the constitution. I don't think William Ruto wants to, out of utter foolishness or stupidity, want to take a direction that will, go to court and the court will dismiss him. Up to that level, I know that the courts have already determined how, or the manner in which our constitution should be reviewed, and the same shall be done accordingly.
All right. We're taking a break. I know Kidi and Nurdin have a lot to say.